Okay. I think we're ready to go. About ready to go. Oh, shoot. Game? Oh, don't do this to me, game. There we go. Oh, shoot, there's a continue button. The continue button would be smart, wouldn't it? Well, our last autosave was 4 minutes before our actual save. Oh. So, last we left off, we are in the basement of Heisenberg's factory. For some reason, I've been calling him Heimdinger. Heimdinger is a League of Legends character. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I'm not as set up as I was hoping to be. Okay. Alrighty.
Can't turn back now.
Oh. So I don't believe what Chris just told me. He didn't shoot Mia, but Miranda. She can change her appearance and pretend to be Mia. She wants Rose for some experiment with that fucking mold, and Chris is trying to stop her. I feel like I've been thrown into the nightmare from Louisiana all over again. Is Chris Alpha? I didn't think Chris was really full of himself enough to call himself Alpha, but you know. Well, here goes. This is a long hold.
Metal polymer composite, huh? Time to fight fire with fire. I'm coming, Rose.
Okay. Oh. Where am I going, though? Oh! I need to go into the elevator. Okay. I still have my inventory? I do. So Heisenberg... This is like the boat controls, but even worse, I think. I don't know. Heisenberg, I think he turned into some kind of monster thing, right? It's really hard to tell when he pushed me down again. Probably Westgate open. Okay. It's so noisy.
You're like a goddamn cockroach! You think you can take me on? Fine. This will be my warm-up before I kill the bitch. Let's settle this. Man, a man. Your corpse will be another addition to my army. This is the best.
You're stronger than you look as I ride a tank to fight you. guess so. I mean... Oh. You're not my only fan, I'm pretty sure. Dude, you're crazy.
Are nothing but a bunch of worthless peons. I'm a goddamn freedom fighter! I'll use your cute little dog to become more powerful than ever!
I mean, you think I need to get behind him? Playtime's over, eh? You don't look like you're doing so hot, buddy, and I've barely been hit. We're gonna have epic mega mech battle. Can you take... Oh. Oh, he's pulling me in. Boulder punching asshole! The boulder punching asshole? I don't really see anything that looks like a weak point. So we'll shoot him in the face. Well.
Having fun? Here we go, Houston. The final stretch. Well, what do you think? It's hopeless, right? Just give up. Flesh and blood will never win against me. This isn't David and Goliath. It's Ethan and a bloody demise.
I can't really tell where his weak point is. I want to say face. But shots are kind of bouncing off his face.
Don't die like the world's watching. Dodge this.
Oops. Ow, you hit me while I was heal- Ow! He hit me while I was healing. And promptly I wasted the entire heal. But you know what? What if we used this thing? Oh my gosh, if he wasn't constantly in my face. Oh, that was a flashbang. Not really.
Having fun? Too bad I'm your only fan.
I don't think I got my guard up in time.
They'll die with the world watching. Interest? Yeah!
I don't even know what I was shooting at. Oh.
Should have taken my deal.
Oh. Oh. Now's not the time, Tyler. Hide. As you get.
Power is one. Right after I murdered Miranda.
Oh.
This can't be the end for me. I must kill her.
I like how I flinched like the explosion could actually hurt me. Crystal Heisenberg. Wait, when did I get a... Alpha?
Ethan? I heard explosions. What the hell happened?
I dealt with Heisenberg. Now I'm gonna find Miranda and get Rose back.
Not without me. It's too dangerous. Wait there, you hear me? Ethan?
Rose?
Ethan! Ethan, respond!
It's a trap.
Mia?
Our child. She's so important, isn't she?
She's everything to me.
And mine to me. With Heisenberg gone, you've lost your lead. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but I'm saving Rose.
You'd never know, do you? Even when I took Mia's place in your home. Poor Ethan.
Who are you? Where's Rose? Miranda.
Enough. Remember Evelyn and her power over the mole? Rose is her successor.
What?
No. Rose is Evelyn's true, complete form. She will grow to fully control the masses. And I must have her.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch!
Calm yourself. Rose will be saved. The Megamycete catalogs all of us. However, she will be reborn as my daughter.
She's my child, not yours. Where are you? Show yourself!
Why did Rose come to be?
I figured
Was
as
it because
much.
of her parents?
Is she also the Duke?
And you are truly a special case. But I've learned all I can. Your worth as a lab rat has run out.
Miranda! You coward! Come on and face me!
Don't worry. Your death will come quick. You will join the Megamycete's records. I will make sure to sample your blood for later.
Oh, that's a heart.
Once dawn breaks, the ceremony will be complete, and I will become her true mother, bound for eternity in blood. I've waited so long, but dreams really can come true. Vessel or not, I can't wait to see my true child again.
Well, we're dead. Well, Ethan's dead. I just killed Heisenberg. He was the last lord that was alive.
Captain, I've confirmed the death of Ethan Winters. I wasn't able to retrieve the body, but I've recorded evidence.
Share your screen, and I'll go over the situation. My team and I were careless. Yesterday, we took down the transformed Miranda, but we didn't kill her.
Who knew she could fake being a corpse?
Since Miranda could have infected Ethan, I forcefully took him and Rose with us. But the vehicle they were riding in was attacked. When I got to the wreck, Ethan and Rose were gone. The last time I was able to contact Ethan, I heard Miranda's voice. She murdered him, and she is not gonna get away with it. God damn it, when does it end?
What's that, sir? The mission?
All of it. 3 years trying to put this thing in the ground. 3 years too long.
We'll get her, Captain. The squad's ready for you.
When did Chris start smoking?
So BSAA got here already? They didn't waste any time?
Mission adjustment?
No, doesn't change anything. Terminate Miranda and rescue Rose. That's the mission. And failure's not an option.
Let's have some fun, people. Like old times.
Move out.
Roger.
Okay.
K9, I want to know what the hell BSAA is doing here. Find out what you can.
Roger that. I'm on it.
Been a while since we fought together, Captain. When was it last? The desert?
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though. Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
So Miranda's the one that's behind everything that's been going on in the village. She apparently purposely infected herself with the mold and has gained all sorts of fun superpowers from it. What do I have? Fully automated rifle, a target locator, hand grenades, a combat knife. Why do I feel like Ethan's not actually dead? Unable to use. Okay. Med injector, so I only have 1 heal. I mean, Ethan has healed from some pretty gnarly wounds before. Oh, that's one of our guys? Unless it's Miranda. Oh. That's a pretty big funk grip.
Hey, Alpha, look at this.
BSAA. They've gone too far. Christ.
Looks pretty rough down there. How are you planning on reaching the objective?
First, we're gonna have to take that thing out.
I've got your back, boss. Let's get to work.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
Made contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
There's more than we thought. Watch out.
Do they drop stuff? Guess not. Dude, there's so many of these freaking lichens.
Western route is clear. Moving out.
Roger that.
BSAA craft spotted. 2 guards. I can take them.
Don't get caught.
Forget who the BSAA is. They're responsible for taking down bio.
What the hell is that thing? It's all new to my seat.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's go.
It's not paying any attention to the fire. That's kind of spooky.
Large mutated bioweapon sighted.
The bomb may be releasing infectious particulates. Keep your masks on.
Didn't expect to see the BSAA going so hard.
They had eyes on Miranda, too. Probably thought they needed to intervene.
So, BSAA, I thought Chris worked for the BSAA at one point. I thought in Resident Evil 5 he was with BSAA, and in 6 I can't remember who he was with. Everything's on fire.
Hey boss, it's me. I'm at the location preparing for support fire. Might be a minute.
Roger.
Tundra here. Leaving some supplies in one of the houses, Captain. Help yourself.
Oh, I've got night vision goggles? Wait, why can't I leave this on all the time? This actually helped me see better. Oh. Really? You like grenades? Okay, grenade didn't do anything. Can I jump this? No?
I see you. 200 to the point.
I've never heard of a Mutomycete colony growing so huge.
Ooh, goodies are back here. Okay. And there's lichens everywhere. Oh. Okay. Whew. Oh, shoot. Okay, apparently I can't stack those. Man, Chris gets much better weapons than Ethan. And way more ammo.
My mom saw this shit. You think she died and gone to hell?
It seems about right.
I've reached the target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss. Bingo! Alright! Reloading now. Just a minute. There's a swarm headed that way. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready
What?
when
Is
you
there
are.
one behind me?
World is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating it.
BSAA guys are engaging the bioweapons. You're right, Captain, they must be after the Megamycete too.
How many are there? Everyone okay?
They're coming from the hole. There's no end to it.
Give me a break.
Damn it, these things are using weapons.
Sure they're thinking the same about you.
Ugh.
Bioweapon numbers are increasing. We need to finish them off quick.
Is the target locator working?
Oh,
More
really?
mountains. East side.
I'm nearby. I'll handle him.
Another hit. Ow. Looks like it's about to collapse. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
It's them. Watch your perimeter, Chris.
I'm reloaded. Where should I point next?
Well, I would love to, but you know, I'm kind of under attack right now.
Just point the laser at the target and leave the rest to me.
Oh, shut up! Dude, I'm like trying not to die and you're yelling at me about some targety thingy. There's nowhere to run. What the? And they're sneaking up at me from behind.
No target yet? Please don't tell me the locator's busted.
Shut up! You know, if one of you would actually be here and shooting at things, instead of just yelling at me from a safe place.
Take that!
Good. Mega Mycete must be below.
Oh my gosh.
Is the target locator busted? Is the target locator busted?
I found a way down. I'm going in. The rest of you stay back.
Captain, I compared the mold at the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
Oh. This is what the original mold can do. Do I have any heals left? Okay, I do have some heals left. Ooh. What is making that sound? Oh boy.
I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're underground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Okay, I'm moving out. Hold until I get there.
Okay, I have to hit its back.
I'm overhead, boss.
Good. I'll signal with the locator.
Get a good break.
Thought so.
Reloading now. Just a minute. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready when you are. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
Oh my gosh, dude! Talk about unnecessary dialogue.
Captain,
bioweapon.
ready when you are.
I'll keep going. The rest of you, stay above ground.
Oh my gosh, I hate this guy so much. I know he fires big booms, but holy cow, he's like, I'm reloading. Yeah, I know you're
So if
reloading.
Miranda was the fake Mia, where's the real one? I doubt she saw any further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists?
A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can figure that out later. Focus on the plan.
That is a good point. If, oh.
I found it. It's the Megamycete.
It's like a giant fetus thing. How are we supposed to secure something that big?
Alpha to squad. I've located the Megamycete.
So now we can end this mess after all.
About damn time. And 2 explosives armed. There's enough there to blow the whole village sky high.
Let's get out of here and blow the damn place.
Not before I end Miranda. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm going in.
Roger that. Standing by.
What?
Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Keep your distance. Do not move until I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. We didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
Yeah. This must be Miranda's lab.
Had to.
So they're using this to control the bioweapons.
Oh, so it's more of a control thing rather than a... Oh, was Miranda part of the whole experiment with Evelyn? Looks like it. My Eva, it's been 100 years since I lost you to the Spanish flu. Whoa. I was so powerless back then, but now I can bring you back to life from the Megamycete. I had to test your new vessel's regenerative abilities. Took her apart and revived her in the Megamycete regulator, the giant's chalice. All this left is to merge her with the Megamycete, and the ceremony can finally begin. When I lost you, I was so stricken with grief that I wandered into a cave to die. I so wanted to be with you again, but that's when I found it, the Megamycete, completely by accident. When I touched a black substance, my mind is overcome with knowledge. Megamycete breaks down and absorbs the consciousness of those who have perished. I knew that if your consciousness was in there too, then there would be a way to bring you back. I just needed the right vessel. When I returned to the village, I implanted the villagers with mold from the Megamycete. That way I could control them, experiment on them. I've experimented on hundreds of people just to find you the perfect vessel. I even tried to increase the efficiency of finding you a vessel by creating a parasite called Kadu. Yet none of the experiments came to fruition. There were some, like Alcina, who were close to being perfect, but most turned into lichens. Once approached by an organization who said they would assist me, I gave them some of the mold and your DNA. But all they created was another defect, Evelyn. Then again, not a complete failure, a lot of Rose thanks to them, and I knew she would be the perfect vessel. There was some interference, but I was able to verify her suitability. Now my research is finally complete. Eva, I've waited too long to see you again. Okay. Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies for not meeting you in person. I would love nothing more than visit your quaint village once more, however, I am incredibly busy. Then again, I suppose for an immortal woman such as yourself, you no longer need to remember this poor half-dead medical student in the snow. I've always cherished the revelations I came to 15 years ago when I stayed in your village. I was inspired by your research to think one could transform a human by infecting them with an organism. Positively visionary. Positively insane. That with that knowledge, I could achieve my own vision for the next step in human evolution. Even after 2 world wars and humanity on the cusp of another, my conviction never wavered. I realized, however, that the many nights of intellectual tasks you and I shared, that your conviction differed from mine. You hope to bring back a single dead person, while I aim to change the world. Experiments on the mold would not have aided me in my endeavor to achieve an exponential infection. I thought a virus would be more effective. This is why, my dear, I had to leave you. I still regret never telling you goodbye. My apologies for reminiscing. I actually have news that I thought might please you. I found the key to evolution, the progenitor of virus in Africa. I plan to start a company with research and colleagues dedicated to the virus's research. I will call it Umbrella, just like the symbol in the cave we spoke about. Okay. One step closer to making my vision a reality. I hope you will be able to achieve your goals someday too. You taught me so much, and that I will forever be in your debt. Sincerely, your lifelong student, Oswell E. Spencer.
Spencer? Here? No way.
And he found the virus, the progenitor virus in Africa, and went on to create the G virus and stuff. Salvatore Moreau. Cadu affinity low, brain function surprisingly low. Cadu cause drastic changes to internal organs, transforming them into organs similar to fish like gills in a swim bladder. Another subject with irregular cell division causing him to transform into a giant fish. This subject is unable to control this transformation. Too many defects, unfit vessel for Eva. Alcina Dimitrescu, Cadu affinity most favorable, brain functions normal. Regeneration rate is incredibly fast. The subject can heal any external wound within seconds and can grow her nails into claws in mere moments. Rapid regeneration also means an increased body size. Note, due to a hereditary blood disease, the subject must ingest human flesh and blood on a regular basis to maintain regeneration properties. Expected if the subject's regeneration is not properly balanced, she may mutate uncontrollably, an unfit vessel for Eva. Carl Heisenberg, Cadu affinity incredibly favorable, normal, has electrical organs similar to an electric ray, Narci japonica. Electrical organs are connected to the subject's nervous system, can therefore pass and control electricity through the entire body, allowing control of magnetic fields, which is used to move metal. Splendid specimen, but still unfit vessel for Eva. Wait, what about, oh. Okay, yeah, this must be yeah, Donna? Donna Benevento, favorable, normal, although severe mental illness. Physically, she's no different from a regular human, however she can secrete a signal-producing substance which controls plants infected by the mutamycete. When humans absorb the pollen from a particular flower, she can cause them to have hallucinations. However, she is mentally underdeveloped and has divided her Cadu among her dolls in order to control them from a distance. Unfit vessel for Eva. Okay. Interesting. We gotta learn about the different lords. That would explain why the umbrella symbol was showing up everywhere. Oh, I don't have a map? How does Chris not have a map? Oh, Mia.
Show me your hands! Umbrise, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right now?
Still at the ceremony site. Whatever she's doing, she's staying put.
God damn. It really is you. I'm glad you're safe, Mia. Why are you here?
I was caught in Houston experiments.
Wait, did you say Mia? Mia Winters?
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
Kind of a war going on. Nothing we can't handle.
Don't get distracted. Stick to the mission. I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait. You can't leave me here. You promised, damn it. You said that you would keep us safe. We did everything that you asked. We moved over here, everything. And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Ethan is gone. I couldn't save him, but I can save Rose. Come on. It's not safe here after all.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's dead. I'm sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We have to destroy this village.
No! You're wrong. I tried to keep this a secret, but... you don't understand how special he is.
What? Ethan? I'm pretty sure Ethan's not dead. But, like, how is he doing all of this?
What's going on?
Evelyn?
There?
That sounded like Evelyn.
How did I get here? God, it's freezing. This shit in my body.
You're so dumb.
Ellen? How are you here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She... no. I still have to save Rose.
Wrong! It wasn't Miranda. You were always dead.
What are you saying? I can still...
Already dead? What?
See? Miranda didn't kill you. You mean you didn't think it was weird? No matter how much you got hurt? Remember. Years ago, the Baker house. You were murdered by Jack.
What?
You died there 3 years ago.
That's impossible. No way.
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Screw you! Then what am I? Yeah. I did all that. Rose. Mia.
you get it? Your whole body is nothing but mold.
But
You can't ever see your family again.
but
Family. No. Rose. I have to save my daughter.
You're already dead. Dead.
I will save Rose.
okay. Okay. Well then.
At last, he awakes.
Oh, the Duke.
Where am I?
My carriage, Ethan. You were having a nightmare.
Duke?
Your battle with Heisenberg was a sight to see. But to think Miranda would show herself.
How long have I been out?
Not long till dawn.
Duke, I need a favor. Take me to Miranda.
I assumed as much and am already on the way. We should arrive shortly.
Thank you.
But Ethan, are you sure of this? Your body is, well, falling apart.
Yes.
Foolish of me to ask.
Speaking of foolish questions, who or what are you?
Even I can't quite answer that. We're here.
I owe you one.
Mr. Winters, I'm afraid you can't return to your old world any longer. Are you ready?
Yeah. I have to be.
Yeah, that's a shopkeeper.
I gotta go.
Do you have sufficient weapons and items? Oh, the assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's essence through it.
I have no idea what I'm gonna need to fight Miranda.
Aha! Choose wisely. Your life may depend on it. Amat Victoria Coram. One moment, please. This simple modification can be done in just a moment. see. Anything else? Uh-huh. Please, be well.
Thanks.
Oh, I can't even run. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, I think I'm supposed to go there. Yeah, that's the shopkeeper.
Out of my way.
You know what? I'm tired of dealing with this. Okay, I can run now.
I gotta keep going.
Ah, little Ava, my beautiful daughter. Come to me.
Let's screw this pulled out shotgun. Yeah.
Is that you? Oh, how I've missed you. What? My power is leaving me.
Rose! Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Give Rose to me. Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly, everything.
Get her now! Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment.
It wasn't a lifetime.
And you tried to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled. Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true peace. So now you can die peacefully.
Not letting you get away.
Do you understand what you're doing? I shall finish this. Here I come.
Kind of a cool boss design.
Why? understand the love of a parent to a child. How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
Cease this foolishness. You won't interfere. I've never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you are? Die. Your time is up! Now die! This is nothing. The Megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power!
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
Whoa, she's so pretty. Well, yeah.
Such vitality.
The guy is basically a zombie, actually. Oh wow, this is a really pretty boss. Ah shoot, I didn't get that one fast enough.
Die and be swallowed into the Megamycete for all time! Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will.
Die, 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 die! I will take back my daughter!
Your daughter's been dead for a long time. Oh.
I understand your feelings, Mr. Winters. True. But this is... If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day.
Lady, you are whack. Ah, damn it. Oh crap, this is my last teal.
Now, so close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter, you psycho!
I can take any form I desire. Evil. I'll take wonderful care of little Rose. I shall put you to rest. For my daughter.
Your daughter's dead.
Those foreigners, they could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're not capable of real.
Your time is up! Now die! Curse this ramshackle village. will take back my daughter!
Oh, that
There's
worked.
nothing. Come. Just yet.
Hi, Rochella. Reload, please. Thank you. Oh. Let's see. Let's assess our situation. We've got a ton of sniper ammo. Did you relight all the I just fired off a flash grenade, and apparently that was enough. I don't know how useful a mine's gonna be in this fight.
You still stand. After all, everyone dies. My wish will.
Ah, shit.
Cease this foolishness. You won't. Hold still.
I really could use heals, but I'm all out.
Why won't you die? Here I come.
Wait, what?
Die, 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 die. I will take back my daughter! How about this? Such vitality.
Pull the old Bugs Bunny trick on her. Maybe something else relit the candles.
I will not let him or anyone else take Rose or my daughter.
Ugh.
None shall interfere in my grandson. This is how you end the Winters. To ensure I never see your face, I will feed you to memories. Every single
Did I kill her? Oh gosh. Yeah, she's been decaying. Oh my gosh. Rose?
Rose! Shh. Shh. It's all right, Rose. It's all right.
Did we ever get to see Ethan's face? Then the game pulls a Chris Redfield on you? What do you mean?
Ethan!
Because there's a Chris right here. I need green juice.
Come on, Ethan, wake up.
Chris.
Ethan, you did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan, we gotta move. Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey, hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan.
How is Mia not falling apart, though? Granted, she hasn't been fighting like Ethan has this whole time.
Rose?
Go. Go, take us up now.
Yeah, Mia should be falling apart too.
Where's Ethan?
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No, we can't go. Not without my husband.
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's gotta pay.
Oh. Yeah, Ethan had a pretty strong will to live. But why isn't... If Mia... It would be weird Ethan comes back again. I don't... Well, they might be able to pull him back again. I mean, he survived his heart being pulled out. So this, like, original story was about Miranda and her child? Or... Well, Ethan survived his heart being pulled out, right? What is this song? When the villain admits that is the key. Yeah. Well, Ethan apparently had been dead since the first game. He was dead and reanimated by the mold in the first game. But he did inject himself with the serum, which theoretically should have cured it, but...
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
That's true, the mold could come back again. I mean, the mold in the first game apparently was modified mold from this game. And I think they've said they are doing a trilogy. And I guess Rose and Mia are probably... Mia might be a mold person too, but like, how isn't she falling apart? Don't pick berries out in the woods. Well, don't run away from your parents while picking berries with them in the woods. If anything, the new Resident Evil games have some great music. Like, I loved Go Tell Aunt Rhody from Resident Evil 7. I don't remember if 6 actually had any good music or not. So I still have questions like, why isn't Mia falling apart? What's Rose going to be if Ethan was a mold monster this whole time that had human form, and they had a baby, so we have a moldy baby and a moldy mom. Excuse me, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of weird crap that goes on. I wish I had the answers, but like there's enough questions left over that they could do another game. They could pull off a sequel, right? Oh my goodness. But actually this has been a fun Resident Evil game. I liked the exploration and collection and the treasure system and the money. I mean 5 and 6 are the first two, or 5 was the first Resident Evil game I played and it had money and collections and like weapon upgrading and stuff. 6 had like a skill point system, but I don't think it really worked as well. I still really liked 6 because that was the most action of the games. 7, I remember it being okay. I guess I didn't like it as much, probably because it's a little harder to get through the story. But it was definitely really creepy. Comparatively. So Miranda had been hiding out in the village. This is what happens when you drag out lore. Yeah, if you drag out lore too long, you'll like expose holes in it. It's really hard. I think the problem a lot of writers have is they write a story, but they don't expect it to like continue. They don't write it in such a way that continuing it would make sense. If that makes any sense. It's probably why the Final Fantasy games may work better, because they're all self-contained stories, they just reuse elements. Because now we've got questions like, well, what about this, and what about, yeah. I mean, look at the Kingdom Hearts games, those are just all like a wild mess. Because they made the first game, and then they had to add to the second game, and then you have to add 5 games in between 2 and 3 so that the story will make more sense. So if they drag this into a third game, it also felt like this one was kind of short, but I can't remember how long it took me to beat 7. I'm scared if I click out that it's gonna halt the credits. Oh, shoot. It didn't halt the credits, it made them disappear. I want to look up. Oh, that's not how you spell Resident Evil. Resident Evil 7. I played it 12 hours, and I played this one about 14. I'm kind of surprised at this point Chris isn't a bioweapon with all the crap he's been exposed to. Because he fought the Plagas in 5. He fought the G-Virus in 1. He also fought mold monsters in 7. I forget what he fought in 6. I forget what those things are called. Six had some really wild boss fights too. What were those things called? The Zuavo. Wait, what's this?
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Is this Rose?
He can touch the moon, it's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then he can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon
What do you think the moon feels like? That's a question I've never even considered. Dirt? Dusty? Yeah, I think this is Rose right here.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
She's a mold monster.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
Oh.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
You think you can actually kill her?
Keep it together, Rose.
She survived being turned into 4 different crystals and regenerated.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
I don't think shooting her with the sniper is gonna take her out. She'd have to fight another mold person. Kinda like Miranda. Who's that walking? Who is that walking right there? And why did the car stop for them? Father's story is now done. Oh, okay. So that almost sounds like it's definitive that Ethan died. But, you know, it's Resident Evil. Like, anything can happen. We didn't see his corpse explode, so... I got the achievements Great Dad and Best Dad Ever. I don't know if I'd played on a harder difficulty because, heck. Oh, there's an achievement for using photo mode. I don't know if I've ever tried 100% a Resident Evil game. I've got so many games. Shoot down 5 flying crows. Open the door to every outhouse in the... Oh, so I missed one. Break every breakable window in Castle Dimitrescu. I missed some windows? Push an enemy after guarding. Oh, it kept telling me to do that, but I never did. Beating an enemy from long range with the sniper rifle. Set fire to a Maraca? I don't know what that is. Knock flaming out of the sky with a close combat weaponry. Take down the Volraka Alpha? Oh, that must have been the wolf thing. Use photo mode. Have 777, so basically have a lay value that is at least 3 digits long, 3 to 5 digits long in all 7s. Complete the village map, destroy all the goats of warning, equip every gun with their customizable parts, have every type of weapon available in the crafting weapon window, collect every crafting. Also, I didn't collect every craft, I didn't read everything. Oh, there's one for beating the story in 3 hours? Whoa. Finish the story without spending more than 10k lei. Oh wow, there's a lot of really crazy achievements. Fuel the concept art. New Village of Shadows difficulty. New movies at Village of Shadows full version. You now get a weapon for every day. You've completed the following challenges. Not like in this, 4 lords. That sucked. Got no strings. Oh, shoot. That final boss fight was pretty dang cool, though. Miranda was a really visually insane boss to fight. Oh, Village of Shadows was the, was the book. Don't know if I'll go through all of this bonus stuff on stream, because concept art's always really cool. Oh, I have to buy it in the extra shop. Can buy the mercenaries, a powerful short-barreled assault rifle. Also, I can unlock the LZ answerer, so you can unlock all these really crazy weapons. Oh, infinite ammo unlocks. Wait, what do I need to get an infinite ammo unlock? Must be fully upgraded and customized. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't do that. Infinite ammo mode for the infinite grenade launcher ammo. Stake magnum. The USM AI handgun. The Duke. The Hag, Lycan. Valkyrat. The Bella, Cassandra, and Daniela. Oh, that was the zombie things. Samka's revive. The baby was freaking terrifying. I hated the soldat things. Curious treasure, Miranda. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. There's a lot of stuff that can be unlocked, so this game could be played for a long time. Like challenges. Survive the Lycan attack. Escape the mine. Defeat. Find the Mega Mycete. Beat on casual, beat on standard. You have bonus for beating on hardcore and Village of Shadows. Craft 60, 150 items, 300 items. Purchase. There's one for 15. I only got 6. Okay. I wonder if these are. I hope those are cumulative across playthroughs. Complete all the combinable treasures. Move the ball from the Winters' bedroom into the study. Oh, really? That's one? Hey, what's trick shot? Medium rare, fast reflexes. Down the Valorek Alpha. Defeat Urias during the first Lycan attack when you enter the village. Oh wow, that would be hard. It's the big guy and all you have is a pistol. Defeat 20 enemies with other enemies' attacks in the story. I got 2 apparently. Defeat Samka. Defeat a Samka with a landmine. Oh, that's one of the flyers. Removal of the armor from a solar pedant. Oh wow, they like to put in all of these achievements and stuff, but I don't know if I would actually work toward them all. Wow, there's so many. Hide and seek master. Defeat Angie in under 1 minute 40 seconds. Oh, I did it in 3 minutes. Beat Mutated Row in under a minute. Beat Heisberg in under 4. This might work a lot better, because I think if we do New Game Plus, we'll have... Wow, I missed 12 Goats of Warding. Like every type of item available. I missed 6? Oh, create every type of item available. Okay. Create the story using only 4 or less recovery. Oh my gosh, some of these achievements be hard. 3 hours. I did it in 10. Complete the story with nothing but close combat weapons, not including self-prepared artillery against Heisenberg, or when prompted to shoot in the final battle against Miranda. Don't craft anything. Don't move or stack items in the inventory. Oh, that one wouldn't be so hard. Beat the story 3 times. And then they have mercenary mode. Mercenary mode's just basically like just an arena sort of thing. Name 200 items. 70 challenges. Wow, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. A lot of bonus stuff in the game. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it for me streaming Village. For single-player Resident Evil games, I'm usually not inclined to play them multiple times. Holy cow. I have one friend who's played 144 hours of Resident Evil Village. I don't think I've liked any of the newer Resident Evil games that much. Holy cow. That Miranda boss fight was absolutely insane. Let's find someone to raid. I have no idea what I'm going to stream next. I do have the game list down in my panels. Somebody suggested Alien Isolation. So there's that. We're going to raid someone who's playing Phoenix Wright. Because I think we need a lighthearted message, or lighthearted game. Let's go show some love to Richard Date Night. I think they have like a PG rated stream, so nothing too crazy in there. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. I don't know when I'll be back next. Remember everyone that you matter and you're wanted, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.